I just caught up with a buddy of mine who we've been walking and talking along the beach for 5 years now. And both of us been going through things, airing it out there. And he's had a particularly rough stretch over the last year. And talking to him today, the transformation that he's made, the good things in his life that are happening, all because he went through this challenging crucible. It's literally the obstacle is the way. The thing in the way becomes the way. And just listening to his story and seeing him today and the things that he was saying, knowing that all the stuff that he had gone through was just insanely inspiring. So the obstacle is literally the way. The thing in the way becomes the way. Tired, but I'm going to have a good, shitty day. A good, shitty workout. I was burning early this morning, writing ads. I think the creative juice is sort of used up for that, which is probably, that's where I want to spend it. Writing is hard. So we're going to see how this workout's going to go. Because if I miss, that stacks up. And if it stacks up, I feel less good. And if I feel less good, I play less good. If I play less good, I get paid less good. And that's no good. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. Alex, what do you do when you're not motivated to train?
I just get up and do it.
Just get up and do it?
Yep, I have no choice. We just fucking do it.
I want to talk about requalifying for something. In Allegiate, we have a lot of sales processes, phone calls, systems, pipeline stuff, all sorts of different things from theoretical to actual practical. And a lot of people will go through it in their onboarding process in the beginning, very structured, learning all that stuff, and then get through it and have a high passing grade, right? Okay, they checked off the box, they've done the thing, they're qualified. Maybe 6 months go by, and if you don't get the same reps or you're not exposed to the same things, you lose some of that knowledge. If you don't use it, you lose it, right? So just going back with a couple of our managers and other people and requalifying or going through and retraining a lot of these things has been eye-opening for me, the manager, but also for them, really helpful feedback, right? And so often we think about our newer staff up to a better baseline, but what about your core people, the people that are making a lot of these calls? How are you training them? How are you getting them better? One old piece of tech that I love having around, the briefcase. Geek out with me for a second on marketing data and reporting. So, as you know, if you've been watching the vlog, we got some new software updates that have made some things that we used to do obsolete. And now we had to find new ways to be able to report and visualize data. So we've got, on our marketing end, we've got a contact created, lead generated somehow, some way. Then we've got that person creating a mind-body account, our software that we use to book sessions and stuff. Then they actually have to show up for a visit. And then they can be a member, right? And so what we have to do is, how do we simply display this data so we can tell where are we losing people at each stage of the pipeline? Because we've been really good on our sales side from knowing how many first visits have we had, and then how many visits has each first visit had, because MindBody has some good reporting. But that's just the sales specific, almost the easy stuff once they're in the studio. What about all the stuff that happens before? So if I got, for example, 20 first visits, well, how many leads and contacts did I have created over 20 to see, like, of the contacts we created and marketed to or expressed in inbound intent, how many of those actually showed up, right? If this report is accurate, and I always throw that asterisk next to it because I've gotten burned with data before because these things can get pretty messy, but I feel good about this because of the API call, the cleanliness, and the data integrity. How many contacts did we create? How many actually created a mind-body account? Then how many actually had one or more visits? And then how many did we actually convert? And what I'm gonna show you is that right now, because it's dope. Count of contacts created a mind-body account, so we can see that 9 people right there we missed. And then of the 25 that created an account, 16 actually had one or more visits. So we can see that, and then we closed our number right there. We're identifying the holes in the bucket. Where are things in our bucket that we could improve on? So instead of always having to get new members, how can we just be more efficient with the systems that we have?
Can you imagine being one of the Spanish explorers and coming upon California and seeing the South Bay? Like cresting that mountain, what that feeling would be like? Like, yo, dudes, wait till you see what I just found. I think we found a sick spot. And we can't go any further because it's a giant body of water. Just so happens to be the biggest body of water on planet Earth. Little through the palm tree sunset.